All right, straight from the heart of the parks, here we go to Universal versus Studios. It's fresh, it's new, and we're doing it again. Written by Rebecca Smith. It's over there on the Every Mom, a major blog, and that means it's on the top of mind of many people who are wondering, should I go to Universal Studios or should I go for Disney World in 2026? And more than any other year, this is, I think, leaning towards Universal Studios. We'll talk about it. Here's what it says, and consider this, folks, as we read it. This is coming from the normie perspective. When planning a trip to Florida, there are tons of options to choose from. Beach getaways, big cities. But for a family with kids, theme parks are often the obvious choice. I mean, what more could a kid want than a day full of fun rides, delicious food, and themed lands? Choosing which park to go to, though, can be quite the headache. Disney may seem like a given, but Florida has lots of theme parks to choose from, including Universal. With lands dedicated to Harry Potter, How to Train Your Dragon, and Marvel Cinematic Universe, Nintendo, we're calling you. Universal is not a park you'll want to miss on your trip to Florida, but that doesn't mean it's the right choice for every family. It goes in to weigh in on this. It says key takeaways. Disney World might be best for toddlers and little kids. Universal Studios may be best for older kids, tweens, and teens. A Disney vacation could be slightly more expensive than Universal. And of course, how long you want to be there is what's going to matter. This is a very, very, very long article, okay? However, we are experts here on everything Disney versus Universal, and so I wanted to give our panel a chance to weigh in on what they think. Beginning with Ron this time. Ron, Disney versus Universal, with all the stuff that's down at Disney this year and all the construction that's happening and the fact that kids are going to want to go to see Mario after they go see the Mario movie, I'm thinking this might be Universal's year flat out. What say you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to agree with the fact that, as far as vacation, like the value, bang for your buck, it's pretty easy that Universal is the better value this year. You got Epic Universe. By the way, you got Volcano Bay. Still up for the majority of this year. I don't think it goes down until late October, November. It'll be down for quite a long refurbishment. But I was just there. I just literally right before the show finished editing my vlog. I still have to do all this stuff to get it out on YouTube, but what a park. Holy moly mackerel. I had never been to Volcano Bay before, and it is an incredible water park. So when it comes to bang for your buck, Volcano Bay, new water park, amazing attractions there. You've got, hey, that's mine.
Ron, you took the video and we've got it over here. Yeah,
I did. And then you've got Epic Universe. You've got Super Nintendo World, Mario, meet and greet Yoshi. Who knows what? I think they have Princess Peach there. There's so much to see at Epic Universe. Then you have Universal Islands of Adventure, incredible park. Islands of Adventure is not even, oh God, this is wild to say, but even with the parts of Islands of Adventure that are closed, it's still an amazing park. And they actually have a couple of, they're not really expansion areas, but they're areas that need to be revamped over there. And two major theaters that I'm hoping that they eventually put shows back in as well. But the Harry Potter lands at all three of the Universal parks are
good Lord, man, I can't even keep up on the B-roll with you. You're bouncing around. Keep going. Okay, don't slow down for
Marvel. The Marvel era, look, Superhero Island is better than what they've done at Avengers Campus and DCA. It's just, there's so much to see just at Universal alone. But what's really cool, what I love about Universal is that it's not in the Disney bubble, which means that you can also take your night and you can go see a Pirates Dinner Adventure on International Drive. You can take your nights and maybe you'll ride the Orlando Eye over there. There's just so there's so much. You can stay directly at Universal, but even if you're not staying directly at Universal on quote unquote Universal property, there's so many hotels on International Drive, themed hotels, the Castle Hotel, all kinds of things.
But now, wait a minute, Ron. You're praising Universal, and finish your thought, but when you finish that thought, add this to it. Is there a family out there that should choose Disney in 2026 over Universal?
No. Let me explain. Disney, first of all, so much of it is walled up right now. Literally over a tenth of Magic Kingdom, I want to say almost like probably a fifth of the park is behind a big construction wall, and you can see behind the wall. You can see the construction going on. both at Animal Kingdom and at Magic Kingdom, you can see the big giant construction machines. So you're like, why am I paying full price getting off a park and watching like Construction World? If Construction World was the themed land I wanted to go to, I would have paid for Construction Land. Maybe Bob the Builder should be there or something. I don't know, but it's annoying. But here's the major point that I wanted to make. Back in 2015, and there's a very, very famous commercial about this. There is a commercial about Disney that talks about all of these amazing perks, what you get when you stay on property, early morning hours, extra magic hours, free magic bands, free lightning lanes, all of this, Magical Express, free. You buy something in the parks, they ship it to your room. There's all kinds of perks. None of those are there. They have taken every single one of those perks away at Disney. They have decreased their value. While they have done that, they have massively increased their prices. For those perks, if you would have stayed, for example, at Coronado Springs back in 2015, it would have cost you, I don't know, $210 a night. Now the tower rooms at Coronado Springs are $500-$600 a night. They've gone way up, and they're just giving you way less value. If you stay at a Universal hotel on the high end, the deluxe Universal hotel, you get their Express Pass as a perk for staying there for free, complimentary with your stay. That's a huge value, tremendous value. So I'm going to go with it. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I'm going to go 2026. I got to give it to Universal.
MJ, there is the type of family that I can imagine that still needs to go to Disney, and that is if you have a child who is obsessed with seeing the castle, or if you're a family with toddlers. Because I don't know that a family with toddlers, I just don't know that they're going to find enough to do at Universal for toddlers. What say you?
Well, remember over at Universal Studios, around ET, there is that new little I forget the name of it. They have like the
DreamWorks Land.
Thank you, Ron,
DreamWorks
as
Land.
always. They have DreamWorks Land with Kung Fu Panda. They have the Trolls from the movie Trolls. It's really cute. Meet and greet with Gabby from Gabby's Dollhouse. That's a big one. But here, I kind of see where Pro's coming from, and here's where I'm going to leave it. The water parks do really well, like for kids in the summer. Disney does water parks really, really well. And I feel like if you're not interested or if it's overwhelming to go to the theme parks because of all the construction walls, then just plan for a nice resort stay, go to the water parks, right? And then you could either take advantage of the complimentary kids dining plan, because kids do eat for free ages 3 to 9 over at Disney during the summer. They have that program, Cool Kids Summer. And I was actually comparing the prices on the cabana rentals, like for Volcano Bay. They're open later, probably like between 6 and 7 p.m. Blizzard Beach is probably one of the only water parks that's going to be open during the summer over on Disney's bubble. And I think they're going to be, the cabana rentals can be expensive. They run from like $200 to $500. And I was checking at the ones at Volcano Bay, they go up to $1,800. So you really, yes.
I have a tip that was given to me by a Volcano Bay team member, a secret, if you will. It's not posted on any.
Go for it, Ron. Go for it.
Whoa, now wait a minute. Once this is out there, I don't know if you guys know this. Secrets will not be secret no more once they're told on this channel.
Okay, guys, ready?
I'm ready.
Anybody who's going to Volcano Bay, check with the team members. If there's available cabanas after 1:30, they discount them up to 30% off.
Bonito.
They're still really expensive, Ron, compared to the ones over at Disney.
They're like it was like $450 the other day, and it's based on the time of year. So even if, and when I was there was nobody there, but it was just like the price was based on the time of year. But yeah, so if you're going and let's say that they're not like you want a cabana for something and you haven't planned for anything, but you got the extra cash, and then you go check with the team member at 1:30, and hey, your party's getting antsy. They really want their own space.
So here's what I have to tell parents with littles. Okay, if you want to see characters, you don't want to see the construction walls over at the Wall Disney World parks. Just book yourself some really good character dining experiences. They are so worth it. Okay. and then do the water park option, get a really good deal with the with one of your resort stays, because the pools are so much fun and the majority of them have slides, and you could save money by not going to the parks and doing it that way. But if you're really a parks person, then you would just go to the parks. But that's the advice that I have, because the little tiny toddlers, they just want to hold Mickey's hand for a few minutes, take a picture, hug Minnie, see Goofy, and you can do all of that without going into the parks. So,
all right. So I got a question. We were talking about Volcano Bay quite a bit, and I'm loving this footage that Ron took.
Yeah.
Ron, I'm not a Blizzard Beach guy, but I am a Typhoon Lagoon guy.
Okay.
How does Volcano Bay compare with Typhoon Lagoon? How do those stack out, you think?
So Typhoon Lagoon's wave pool is pretty awesome because it's got that massive wave that comes along, and you can you could body surf,
you can surf it
easily. It's pretty fun. I love that. The funny, my favorite attraction at Blizzard Beach has technically nothing to do with the water, but it's the fact that they have the sky ride thing that you can ride to the top. I love that. And because it also makes it easier to get to the top. Climbing all the stairs it is hard. This lazy river, however, is the best lazy river that I have been on outside of Atlantis, which is in the Bahamas. That's probably my favorite lazy river that I've ever been on, because they've got that cool cove on the inside, but this one's really nice. Plus, there's a second sort of lazy river where you're not in a like a tube thing like that or float, but you're free. But you have to have a life jacket on because it's almost
there's two lazy rivers over at Volcano Bay, the fast one and the slow one. So if you want to take it easy and relax, do the slow one. If you want to be more adventurous, go on the fast one, and believe me, it is fast.
All right, but versus Typhoon Lagoon that we're seeing here, which one would you recommend?
Volcano Bay has definitely got it over Typhoon Lagoon. I'll be honest with you, it just does. Now the theming in Typhoon Lagoon is great, but here is where Typhoon Lagoon would have won with me a few years back, and they took it away. Remember the shark swim?
Shark Reef.
Oh yeah, they took that away.
The fact that you could actually complimentary with your admission actually swim with sharks. And people probably think I'm crazy in the chat. They're not big sharks. They weren't biting like
and the water was ice cold. It was ice cold. So it was great when it's 98 degrees. It was wonderful.
Yeah, and
aren't they like cool. Were they nurse sharks? Yeah, there were nurse sharks. Okay,
and here's the
as opposed to doctor sharks, which are much more aggressive.
They didn't even keep that open for like so people could go underneath and watch. No, paved it over. It's
and put lawn chairs there. Okay, cool. So culture. I go to you for the final word on this. Disney versus Universal in 2026. We talked about theme parks. We talked about Epic, and we talked about construction at Disney. What say you, sir?
I think it doesn't matter which coast. I think this is Universal's here. I think they have more to offer. They have more new things that guests can experience. You said, of course, the greatest water park is no longer at Disney, River Country, greatest water park ever.
You missed the water slides where you fell a story and some people got injured, but it was an earlier time when lawsuits didn't exist.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like, because daily you cracked your head against the cement.
There's one slide at Volcano Bay where you come out of and you like, I can't remember whether it was 6 or 10 feet, but you like fall down into the water. Like you come out of the slide and you're not hitting the water. You're actually above it. That was pretty cool. It was called the oh no.
Well, regardless, no, I think it is though. I mean, even in California, they're opening up their Fast and Furious coaster, the drift coaster. And I think that's going to appeal to a lot of people. I think, and again, I grew up with my home park being Disneyland. So, closest thing to that, Universal. So, I had a little bit different childhood than many of you, but I also was able to get to, Six Flags Magic Mountain and a lot of other places. And again, since, I like to be other places. I mean, even Texas, I mean, there's a lot of theme parks, but by the time I was going out to Disney World, I would say that, largely the great things were already installed. And by the time 82 rolled around and we got Epcot, which is also full of walls right now, why is it Epcot can never not have closures? I don't understand. And then, and that's the other problem. Like, Disneyland in California has 65 attractions just in Disneyland proper.
Well, Epcot has like 10. I mean,
Okay, but if you add all the attractions together at Disney World, it doesn't total 65. Okay, so there's problem one.
but if we had 65 rides, then the lines would be shorter because there would be more rides, and then that would mean that Lightning Lane wouldn't be as important and people wouldn't buy it.
Well, which is why you're getting the stupid, I want to be Piston Peak Mountain or whatever.
I forgot.
It is.
This is yet again another argument why Universal is better.
So all I have to say is this particular summer, if you want to go to open things and not a closed Dinosaur or a closed Planet Watch or who knows what else, like aren't they refurbishing Expedition Everest?
Culture. I forgot about the celebration, America's 250th birthday. They had the overlay at Epcot during the summer. I forgot to mention that earlier too. A lot of people are looking forward to seeing that. Soaring over America.
That maybe the answer then is to swing by Epcot one day on your Universal Studios vacay.
That's
fair.
True. Yeah,
Let's not forget about Legoland, Peppa Pig Land.
And SeaWorld.
I mean, there's a lot of other. It's not just
Gatorland.
I would say skip Magic Kingdom completely. Fit in an Epcot day in your summer, and remember, May 26th to September 8th, you get a free water park admission on your day of check-in at any Disney.
So get there early.
So get there super early, and they will hold all your luggage for you at the valet, and you don't have to pay for that. And you just go enjoy your day and take one of the buses or whatever transportation you want to do, the Skyliner.
And remember, folks, when you stop by Epcot on that single day of your uni trip, tell Walt we sent you.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.